The air feels heavy in Cincinnati tonight, as if the Ohio River itself is holding its breath. The Phillies, leaders of the NL East at 68-49, walk into Great American Ballpark with the quiet confidence of a team that has taken 5 of its last 6 series. Across from them, the Reds sit at 62-57, fighting tooth and nail for a wild-card berth, knowing each inning from here on out could tip their season's fate. On the mound for Philadelphia, Taijuan Walker. He's only logged 31.1 innings this season, but the work has been sharp. A 3.53 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, and the kind of road composure that matters here. 2.80 ERA away from home. He's kept opponents to 2 runs or fewer in 3 of his last 5 outings, and in his last start, he spun 6 scoreless innings against Baltimore. Still, the Reds have tagged him before, a 4.23 career ERA against Cincinnati in just under 28 innings. For the Reds, Andrew Abbott gets the ball. The left-hander's season ERA sits at a brilliant 2.34, with a 1.13 WHIP over 115.1 innings. He's been the anchor of this rotation. But lately, the edges have frayed. 4 runs allowed to the Cubs last time out, and 10 walks issued in his last 3 starts. The Phillies got to him for 4 runs in just 3.1 innings last month. Tonight, he faces a lineup that ranks top 10 in runs, batting average, and OPS. Philadelphia's bats are clicking. 35 runs in their last 6 games, with Kyle Schwarber sitting at 41 home runs and a .957 OPS. Trea Turner has handled Reds pitching well, and the club's overall .255 batting average matches the contact-heavy, power-capable approach that travels well. Cincinnati answers with dangerous speed and pop, but they've been middle of the pack in OPS and runs per game over the season. Bullpens matter here. Philadelphia's is tighter, with a 3.72 ERA and top 3 fielding percentage in the majors. The Reds have been solid but not elite in late innings, and their defense is more prone to give away extra outs. The stage is set for bats to break this open. Both starters can be touched, and both offenses are rolling. And today's AI pick is over 9.5 total runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Next up,
they shout trouble, a 5.17 ERA, 1.38 WHIP over 38.1 innings. He's shown flashes of strikeout stuff, 48K, but in this ballpark, flashes can get lost in the neon and end up in the seats. Matthews hasn't had the innings to prove stability, and Yankee Stadium isn't a friendly proving ground. Opposite him, Will Warren, more battle-tested, 115.2 innings, 4.44 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. He struck out 133, walked 54, and kept the ball in the yard reasonably well. But that WHIP tells the story. Traffic is constant, and against a lineup with any patience, the wrong pitch finds trouble. The Twins don't have Byron Buxton, their offensive anchor, but they'll take swings with a club that's gone deep 136 times this year. Offensively, this is a mismatch on paper. The Yankees lead the league in slugging and home runs, with 183 bombs and a .173 OPS. Aaron Judge is the specter in the box, 37 home runs, 86 RBIs, 337 average. He changes at-bats before a pitch is thrown. The Twins are middle of the pack in almost every offensive category, scoring 4.2 runs per game, but they've covered the run line in 2/3 of their games as away underdogs. They don't have to win to make you money. They just have to keep breathing. The bullpens tell a subtler story. Minnesota's .426 ERA ranks low, but their defense is sharper than New York's, posting a .987 fielding percentage to the Yankees' .984. One clean double play turn could be the difference between keeping this game under control and letting it bleed into a Bronx blowout. And then there's the pace of these two teams lately, low-scoring affairs stacking up. The Yankees have gone under in 4 of their last 5. The Twins, 3 of their last 5. Momentum says pitchers and defenses might rule the night more than these slugging numbers suggest. And today's AI pick is under 8.5 total runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Next up, Sapphira takes the stage for Game 3. The heat in Arlington tonight isn't just the weather, it's Nathan Eovaldi's right arm. Globe Life Field holds the first meeting of the year between the Diamondbacks and Rangers, 2 teams with postseason ambitions but very different paths to get there. Arizona sits at 56-61, trying to claw back into relevance. Texas stands at 60-59, leaning hard on their ace to keep October dreams alive. For the visitors, Ryan Nelson gets the start. His .320 ERA and 1.05 WHIP over 101.1 innings tell the story of control and consistency. He's allowed 2 runs or fewer in each of his last 4 outings, navigating lineups with quiet efficiency. The issue: the long ball. 4 of his last 5 starts have seen him give one up. Against a Texas club with power potential, even if they haven't shown it all year, that's a thin line to walk. On the Texas side, Eovaldi is more than an ace right now. He's a force. 10 wins, a 1.38 ERA, a 0.83 WHIP, and a personal streak of 6 straight victories. He hasn't allowed more than 1 run in any of those games, blanking the Yankees, Braves, and Angels along the way. When he takes the mound, the Rangers win, and lately, the scoreboards stay quiet. Arizona's offense is the stronger on paper. Top 10 in runs scored, OPS, and home runs. Kittle Marte and Corbin Carroll provide both speed and power, while Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has been driving in runs in big moments. But Texas's bullpen and defense are elite. Best ERA, WHIP, and fielding percentage in the league. That kind of support makes a 1 or 2 run lead feel like a mountain to climb. For the Rangers' bats, it's been a frustrating year. Near the bottom of the league in batting average, OPS, and runs per game, they've relied on timely hits rather than sustained rallies. Corey Seager and Adolis Garcia can change a game with 1 swing, but against Nelson's recent form, those swings may be rare. This one shapes up as a duel. 2 starters in control, 2 bullpens ready to close the door, and 2 offenses that may have to fight for every base runner. And today's AI pick is under 7.5 total runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Next up, Anna steps into the light for Game 4.
The freeway between Los Angeles and Anaheim is short, but tonight, the gap between these 2 teams feels like miles. The Dodgers arrive at Angel Stadium leading the NL West at 68-49, riding the momentum of a sweep over Toronto. The Angels, 56-62, are fighting to keep their playoff hopes alive and trying to avoid being overrun in their own house. Yoshinobu Yamamoto takes the ball for the Dodgers, and lately, he's been as close to automatic as you'll find in the majors. A 2.51 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, and 139 strikeouts over 122 innings only tell part of the story. He's allowed just 4 earned runs in his last 4 starts combined. He commands every inch of the strike zone, and this will be his first meeting with the Angels. For most of their lineup, tonight will be a test they haven't faced before. Across the diamond, Jose Soriano gets the start for the Halos. His 4.01 ERA and 1.40 WHIP in 137 innings speak to inconsistency, and his most recent outing, 7 earned runs allowed in 4 innings against Tampa Bay, magnified the issue. Over his last 6 starts, Soriano's ERA has climbed near 5.0, and control lapses have put him in trouble early. Offensively, the Dodgers hold the league's top run production at 5.2 per game, with a 255 team average and the second best OPS in baseball. Shohei Ohtani has already reached the 40-homer mark, and Freddie Freeman continues to deliver clutch hits. They've been patient, powerful, and relentless, punishing mistakes and stretching leads. The Angels have pop, 167 home runs, 4th in MLB, but much of that damage has been isolated. Their team batting average is just .233, and they've been inconsistent against right-handed pitching, especially in August, where their OPS sits in the low .670s. The bullpens, another advantage for the Dodgers. While neither pen has been perfect, Los Angeles holds the edge in ERA, WHIP, and defensive support. The Angels' bullpen has been shaky, and their fielding percentage ranks near the bottom of the league. This is a rivalry game, and the Angels will remember their sweep of the Dodgers in May. But with Yamamoto's form, the Dodgers' lineup depth, and Soriano's recent struggles, The road team holds the high ground tonight. And today's AI pick is Dodgers, 1.5 on the run line. Will we cash or will we burn? Next up, Rocco steps up for Game 5.
Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento may not have the history of the Coliseum, but tonight, it's the stage for a matchup between two American League clubs heading in different directions. The Tampa Bay Rays, 57-62, are searching for some consistency. The Athletics, 53-67, are showing signs of life with 6 wins in their last 10 and back-to-back series wins at home. For Tampa Bay, Ryan Pepiot gets the start. On paper, his 3.77 ERA and 1.18 WHIP look steady, but the real story is the long ball. 24 home runs allowed this season, and that's a red flag against an A's lineup that's been driving the ball hard lately. Pepiot has the stuff to miss bats, striking out 134 over 136 innings, but when he misses location, the damage comes quick. Across the diamond, Oakland counters with Jeffrey Springs. The lefty has quietly been one of the league's better under-the-radar arms, carrying a 3.89 ERA and 1.12 WHIP through 132 innings. His recent form is even better, a 0.88 WHIP over his last 7 starts, and he's holding opposing hitters to a .21 average this season. Springs isn't overpowering, but he works both sides of the plate and forces soft contact, a big advantage against a Rays club that struggled on the road. Offensively, Tampa Bay leans on Brandon Lowe's power bat and the spark from young talent like Junior Caminero, but their road OPS is over 60 points lower than at Tropicana Field. They'll also be without key contributors due to injury, which tightens the margin for error. The Athletics bats have been the bigger story lately. Brent Rooker continues to be the power anchor, already past 25 home runs, while Shea Langeliers adds pop from behind the plate. Over the last 2 weeks, Oakland's team OPS sits in the top third of the league, and their situational hitting with runners in scoring position has jumped to 10th overall. Bullpen edge? Statistically, neither unit is elite, but Oakland's relief corps has posted a sub 3.0 ERA over the last 15 days. Combine that with the Rays' tendency to fade in the late innings away from home, and the A's have a clear path to closing out tight games. And today's AI pick is Athletics money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith, it's time for the recap.
Some days, the board doesn't just whisper, it sings. And tonight, the song is a mix of totals, run lines, and one dog with teeth. Let's take it from the top. Game 1, we open with over 9.5 in Phillies versus Reds. Both lineups are primed, and the ballpark favors the bats. Game 2, under 8.5 in Yankees versus Twins. Pitching edge and offensive inconsistency point to a low-scoring grind. Game 3, under 7.5 in Diamondbacks versus Rangers. 2 strong starters, 2 offenses likely to get muted. Game 4, Dodgers, 1.5 run line versus Angels. Yamamoto's dominance and a potent LA lineup make this a run line play. Game 5, Athletics money line versus Rays. Springs in form, A's swinging hot, and home field makes the difference. Juego 1. Tomamos más de 9.5 en Phillies contra Rojos. Ambas alineaciones listas y el parque favorece a los bates. Juego 2. Menos de 8.5 en Yankees contra Mellizos. Ventaja en el picheo y ofensivas irregulares apuntan a un duelo de pocas carreras. Juego 3. Menos de 7.5 en Diamondbacks contra Rangers. 2 abridores fuertes, 2 ofensivas que podrían quedarse cortas. Juego 4. Dodgers, 1.5 en la línea de carrera contra Angels. El dominio de Yamamoto y una alineación potente hacen de este un pick de run line. Juego 5. Atléticos a ganar contra Rays. Springs en forma, bares encendidos y ventaja de local marcan la diferencia. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Wer den Pfennig nicht ehrt, ist des Talers nicht wert. He who does not honor the penny is not worthy of the dollar.